Hello children, welcome back to our science class. So last class we finished an important system of our body, muscular system, and I hope you done the assignments. Write all the answers of your assignments in your notebook. Today we are going to study about another important system of our body, that is about nerve system. What happens when you see a mosquito is sitting in your hand? Suddenly what you will do? You will shake your hand. So when you are eating a lemon, you can feel the taste of the lemon. It is sour in taste. So we are breathing. All the time we are breathing. Our heart is beating every time. So all these type of functions of our body is controlled by a system that is known as nerve system. So today we are going to study about nerve system. So the nerve system consists of mainly three parts. They are brain, spinal cord and nerves. The three parts of our nerve system are brain, spinal cord and nerves. So we can detailedly check what are the functions of the nerve system and also the different parts, and each part has their own functions. Nerve system, the main parts are the brain, spinal cord and nerves. The basic unit of the nerve system is nerves, neurons. The basic unit of our nerve system is neurons. So all our activities are controlled by the brain. All our activities means it may be voluntary or involuntary. Voluntary actions means the actions in our control. They are known as voluntary actions. For example, writing, jumping, walking. These are all examples for voluntary actions. Then next is involuntary actions. Involuntary actions means that type of actions are not in our control. For example, breathing, digestion, respiration. These all activities are involuntary actions. So all kinds of activities of our body are controlled by the nerve system. So the basic unit of our nerve system is neurons. A neuron, or another name is nerve cell, is the basic unit of the nerve system. So the nerve system mainly consists of three parts: brain, spinal cord and nerves. And the basic unit of our nerve system is neurons or nerve cells. So our brain controlling all the movements or all the functioning of our body. So now we can detailedly check the parts of brain. All the functions of our body are controlled by the brain. It can store and recall information. The brain receives information, interpret messages and send instruction through the spinal cord and the nerves. So the brain is doing a very big thing in our body. So it is mainly accepting messages from the different parts of the body and also giving messages to different parts of the body. So we can say brain is a messaging center of our body. Brain is the messaging center. So our body is acting according to the instructions from the brain. Our brain is protected inside skull. Our brain is protected inside the skull. And the space between the skull and the brain, we can see a liquid there. A liquid is present there, the space between the skull and the brain. So the liquid will protect the brain from injuries. It will act like a cushion. The fluid between the skull and the brain serves as a cushion against injuries. So now we can check the parts of brain. So brain consists of mainly three parts: cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. So now we can check detailedly about what are their functions and everything. First one is cerebrum. So it is the largest part of the brain. Cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. It is divided into two, right and left hemispheres. So what is the main function? It receives signals from the sense organs. The main function of cerebrum is to receive signals from the sense organs and also acts according to the signals. It controls thinking, learning and memory. Cerebrum is the largest part of our brain and it is divided into two, right and left hemispheres. It receives signals from the sense organs and instructs to the body parts to act accordingly. So, to what kind of information they are getting, according to that it gives signals to other parts of the body. It controls thinking, learning and also helps in memory. And next portion is cerebellum. Cerebellum. Cerebellum is also known in another name. It is known as little brain. Another name for cerebellum is little brain. So, it is mainly located the back of the head below the cerebrum. So, below the cerebrum we can see the cerebellum. It is also known as little brain. What is the main function? It controls the voluntary actions. Voluntary actions means the actions is in our control. We can control that kind of actions. For example, jumping, running, walking, writing. So, these are all examples for voluntary actions. So, the cerebellum is mainly controlling these kind of actions. And also it maintains our body balance. So, if any accident happens to cerebellum, it will affect the balance of our body. So, cerebellum, it is located below the cerebrum. It is also known as little brain and it is mainly controlling the voluntary actions. It maintains body balance. Then next portion is medulla oblongata. We can see it is below the cerebrum and in front of the cerebrum. Below the cerebrum and in front of the cerebrum is the position of medulla oblongata. It will look like a stem. It joins brain with the spinal cord. It joins brain with the spinal cord. It controls involuntary actions. So, involuntary actions means the actions not in our control. Example, breathing, digestion, excretion. So, these type of actions are not controlled by our own. So, these are known as involuntary actions. So, medulla oblongata it joins brain with the spinal cord. It controls involuntary actions like breathing, then digestion, then the heartbeats. That we know that the heart is beating all the time. So, that kind of actions are controlled by medulla oblongata. And the involuntary actions, even involuntary actions are always working in our body even when we are sleeping also. Then our brain needs continuous supply of oxygen and blood. For the proper functioning of brain, it needs continuous supply of blood and oxygen and also it needs rest. For the proper functioning of the brain, we need to take rest. Sleeping is very essential for the normal functioning of the brain. So, today we studied central nerve system. Today we studied nerve system and nerve system is mainly divided into three: brain, spinal cord and nerves. The basic unit of nerve system is neurons or nerve cells. Then we studied the parts of our brain: cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. It receives signals from the sense organs and it gives instructions to the body parts according to the signals from the sense organs. It controls thinking, learning and memory. Next is cerebellum. It is located just below the cerebrum. It is also known in the name little brain. It controls voluntary actions. It maintains the body balance. Then next is medulla oblongata. Below the cerebrum and in front of the cerebellum, we can see the position of the medulla oblongata. It will look like as a stem. It controls the involuntary actions. Then our brain needs proper supply of oxygen and blood and also it needs rest for the normal functioning. Now we can check the assignment. Explain the importance of brain. Which part of the brain controls our involuntary actions? So you have to complete the assignment. Answers in your notebook. You have to write the assignment question and also the answers in your notebook. We will see in the next class. Thank you.